Hey, Jerry Fetta here, owner, founder, and CEO of Wealth Dynamics. Hey, I want to give a quick video to parents if you have kids, okay? So I have a godson officially as of last year. His name's Sammy. You guys have seen him in videos. And so I want to share with you some of the things that I'm teaching Sammy. Sammy's 11 years old. And so this is stuff that if you're a parent, you can be teaching this stuff to your kids. If you're a sibling and you have a younger sibling, same thing. A kid is a kid regardless of your relationship with them, and you can take responsibility for their financial future by teaching them these things. The first thing is making sure your kids understand income, if they understand money and finances. Okay, I can't tell you for me, I'm 30 years old, so being a kid, I still act like one, I'll admit that, but it wasn't that long ago, right? I can remember 15 years ago being in high school and not knowing why the hell I was there, right? And if you look at this, now we know on the back end, as an adult, you're like, okay, yeah, we did all this so we could be employable. Okay, but your kids don't know that, right? And they don't know what to do with the money once they get it. So what you're saying is hey, for the next, 18 years of your life, you're going to go to this place and you're going to spend most of the day there to get good grades in subjects that are they seem random. Learn about math, go dissect a frog, find out what this old dead guy talked about, learn about what people lived in these continents. It doesn't seem like it's very well tied together when you're there learning it at the time, right? Then you get out. They don't know why they're doing it. You're doing this so that you can be, someone that can earn income in society. Okay, that's the first problem there with the education system. The second one is, well, when you get the job and you earn the income, they don't know what to do with the income once they get it. So they're going to a place to learn about something that they're not being told that's the reason, so that they can get something that they have no idea how to use. Do you see how that can just turn into this big, failed purpose on education? So the first thing you can do if you have kids is start teaching them about money. Okay, you don't need to be a me, you don't need to be a brilliant genius on finances, you don't need to go into great books. Just include them on your everyday conversations. You earn a paycheck, talk to them about that. You save money, talk to them about that. You have a sacred account, talk to them about that. Right? I explained the sacred account to Sammy literally as a refrigerator. This is how simple this can be, is I was like, hey, it's like you put food in the fridge, and then when you eat the food, somehow it's still there when you go back. Right? You put the money in your life insurance, and then when you borrow the money, somehow it's still growing even though you just used it. Somehow the food's still there even though you just ate it. He understood that. He's like, oh, so it's like infinite, right? He duplicated the word infinite banking concept. I didn't even tell him that. He's like, it's like infinite food. It's like infinite banking, right? Just think about, how could I explain this to someone like they're 5, right? If you have debt, don't be ashamed of that. Hey, we have debt. Here's our strategy. We're doing the debt buyout. Maybe we're going through debt consolidation. That's what this looks like. Be very honest with them about these things, and they can start to see. And you here's the thing with children, they're very, very observant, right? I remember being a kid, and my parents would tell me this. They'd say, hey, Jerry, always do this, never do that. As a kid, I was like, that's bullshit. I'm going to watch what you do, right? More of it's observed than what they pick up from instruction. Right? So they're going to watch your actions. They're going to watch what you do, not just what you say and the things we tell them. So they're seeing the conversations about money anyways. You're just not giving them the context. When I was a kid, I know my mom and dad got divorced over money 3 or 4 times. I know that my dad had a bunch of debt. I knew my parents were poor. I know we lost our house when I was 8. I know the car got repoed. I know we didn't have money for a roof over our head. That's why we tent camped all summer. I wasn't stupid. Kids know these things, right? So give them the education about finances. Now, I'm going to be helping with this one. I will let the cat out of the bag on this one, which really, what a weird phrase, right? Why is a cat in a bag in the first place? I have no idea why people use that phrase, but there you have it. So I'm going to let you guys know, though, I do plan on writing a book for kids about money. Right? It's going to be simple. It's going to be the basics. We're going to do some video courses on it too with me and Sammy. So we will be putting some of this out there to help you as a parent. But that's the first thing, is right now, you really need to take charge with your finances. Okay. The second thing is give your children a way to contribute to earning income. If you're a business owner, I'm going to give you a very simple strategy. You need to get with my team on implementing this. Do not try this one on yourself, on your own, right? If I give you a video right now on how to fix your own cavities in your mouth, you would still go to a dentist. So let's apply that concept here. I'm going to give you the strategy, but you need to come see my team on getting this implemented. If you're a business owner and you have a S corporation, a company that's earning profit, you can set up a limited liability corporation, an LLC. We all know what that is. Your main company can pay a management fee to that LLC for marketing or consulting or whatever it might be, right? It has to be a legitimate service agreement. that LLC can hire your children on salary, and you can actually pay them through that LLC as employees, and they can start earning income, right? Now, there's a tax play there. You actually get a tax deduction on the money that they're being paid for the company. They receive that income tax-free, and it can come back into the household tax-free, right? That's a great strategy. So that's something we do with clients all the time. If you don't have that, do an allowance system or a commission system. If they clean the toilet, you get $1 every time it happens, right? If you change the litter box, that's 50 cents. Like, you can actually create a commission grid so that the more activity they do in the household, the more money they're making, right? You can encourage them to go get a paper route or to sell things door to door or whatever it might be that you want to do, but encourage them to earn income now. Okay, kids are very entrepreneurial. Just the other day, I'm talking to Sammy. He's got a bunch of stuff that he doesn't want, old toys. And so he has the bright idea to take his cell phone, take pictures, create a marketing piece, and take it to school and start marketing these toys to kids that he knows they'll want them. Okay, and so he's going to use that to make money and sell. Okay, kids are great salesmen. So put that to use. When they're pestering you to play a board game or watch a movie or go there or go here, guys, they're selling. The reason that annoys you is you quit selling at some point in your life. Okay, you should admire that. We need to actually be that way. Like, what if you were more persistent with the things you wanted? So rather than shutting them down, actually teach them how to harness that persistence. Go sell something. Go do a business. Go be entrepreneurial with it, right? So earning income is the first key. Make it very easy for them to do, right? Make sure it's valuable. Don't just be like, oh, you did a jumping jack. Here's $5. Like, give them something valuable to do. The second thing is your child should have two things in place. You should have a Mint Builder account with us. You should have a Sacred account with us. Okay, Sacred Account Junior is something every child can have. They can actually have their own Sacred account. You're the owner, they're the insured. You can then assign that to your family trust. They can use that as they grow old, to do college or, invest in a business or get their first car or down payment on the house or the wedding, or just save it up for later in life if they want to use it to live off of, right? The other thing is the Mint Builder account. By having a monthly gold and silver subscription, you can actually start giving them mass on what real money is. Right, so like Sammy, he graduated last year. So I got him an actual silver coin with Star Wars on it. He's very into Star Wars. So it was a cool way to use it's called numismatic, like an art piece coin. It's a collector item that he's interested in, but then also to teach him, hey, this is a real store of value. Okay, at 11 years old, he knows that gold and silver are more valuable than paper dollars, right? Because of that experience. So if you have your child on a forced monthly savings plan where they're getting gold and silver every month, they can start learning about that. Right? And then lastly is investing in themselves, right? So, and I wouldn't just give this one to them, make them contribute. If they're earning income, part of their money goes towards personal development. Part of their money goes towards, experiences that are going to make them a better human, going to a camp, going to a workshop, going to this, going to an event so that they can start to grow, right? And then as you get more and more income, as they grow more and more, you can even start including them on your investment deals. If you're investing with Equity and Help, for example, you can say, hey, we're going to put in 150 grand. We're going to get 3 homes. Your child has maybe 5 grand saved up. Cool. Let's tag that into the deal. They're going to get part of the income now every month, right? These are little ways you can include them. And what this does is even if you do a poor job at this, you're doing a better job than the school system will. Because right now, if you don't do this, what's going to happen is your child is going to turn 18 years old. They're either going to decide, I'm ready to go into the workforce. They're going to get income and then make terrible financial decisions. They're going to get credit cards and card debt and all these different things that we did because we weren't taught better. Okay, I remember when I was, brand new job, got my first real paycheck. The first thing I did was I went out and financed a $10,000 car, right? $250 payment, $300 a month insurance, $500 a month, boom, out the door, gone. I never see it again, right? Because no one ever taught me different. Okay, so if you teach them this stuff now, when they get the income, they're going to know, oh, I should put this in my Sacred account. I should buy gold and silver. I should invest this in my skill sets. I should go put this into real estate. Okay, the other thing they might do is if you don't teach them this yourself, even worse, they're going to graduate high school and say, I should go get 6 figures in student loan debt right now without an income. And then they're going to be doomed for the rest of their life because they can't get rid of that debt. So take responsibility for your children's futures financially. Like, teach them the things the schools should have, that our parents should have taught us. You know better. Let's teach them the things that we know now and make it fun. Make it a game. Make it something that's exciting. And the best thing about this, which I haven't even mentioned yet, is by doing this, you're going to learn it better. The teacher always must learn because they're having to relay that information to the student. So really quickly before we sign off today, if you have a child and don't have a Sacred account, I want you to go to sacredaccount.com/Sammy. Okay, if you go to sacredaccount.com/Sammy, that's going to be a page designed and designated for the Sacred Account Junior for you to set up for your children. And then with that, we can start working with you guys on the family strategy. Okay, and then you start getting into the content. If you go there as well, you can also see a link to our store for mini mogul material if you want to get hoodies, hats, whatever. When the book comes out, it's going to be there too. So stay tuned. We're going to put more videos out. You can tune back in Monday at 4 p.m. to get our next mini mogul episode. Hope this helped. I'll see you next time.